Front 7 rush. Front 7 rush. Go get it. Front 7 rush. 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 It's time to make these players recognize this our season, y'all. When they cross the line, off the top they hitting brick walls. We've been playing hard this whole game, but we bout to rush. Now it should be about that time to second guess the beating us. Front 7, that's a fact, and we ain't giving you slack. Beating on my chest after knocking down your quarterback. You ain't know, you're playing with some real defenders. Form tight, stance right, organized killers. All defense all the time, we don't finish last. When it's said and done, you'll hear it on the podcast. Front 7 rush, they'll have a lot to say. It was fun, but we got more games to play.
Conquerors, Warriors, welcome in to Wednesday's edition of the Front 7 Rush Show. I'm Vince and Bijan. We got my superstar.
I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong button. I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong button. Can you hear me?
I can. You hear that background music?
No, I stopped it.
No, you didn't. I still hear it.
Oh, no,
There
I
you
stopped
go.
it. All right.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I can't complain, man. I can't
good.
complain at all. You know what I'm saying?
That's very good.
You
I can't
you
complain.
getting you getting geared up for Memorial Day? How does your job work? Do you get like certain days off or whatever?
No, I think we get off early on Friday. I think we get off about 2 hours earlier. That's what they did for last holiday too. I think Mother's Day weekend. So
Right.
yeah, that's about it for that.
What Memorial Day is actually Monday, right? Is that right?
On the 28th, 29th. What is? Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
20 or 27th. What day is Memorial Day?
You guys work that day though? So you don't have Monday off?
No, I don't have Monday off. No.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure I don't. I'm
Okay.
almost positive.
You
Pretty
might
sure I
want to double
don't.
check.
Yeah. And then the next day, Tuesday, is my birthday.
Oh man. Happy birthday, little
Memorial
bro.
Day, baby.
Monday,
Thank you.
The
Yeah,
31st.
Tuesday.
You made it 31st.
May 31st. There you go. You were frozen for a second.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah, May 31st.
Wow. So what you'll be the big 2-7?
Big
2-5,
2-7.
Big 2-7.
Big 2-7.
Getting on up there, player.
I know, right?
Yeah. Getting on up there, man. Next thing you know, man, you be getting AARP stuff in the mail.
I actually have AARP with my AT&T plan I got this year. I don't think I'm supposed to, but hey, they said there's no age limit, so whatever. Gives me a
there's
discount.
no age limit? I thought you had to be. I thought maybe you with somebody else, your pops or something. No?
Nah, the guy. So it's a funny story how I got that AT&T plan. I went to go get a car inspection on my truck, and the guy's son was like, I guess he comes through and he works at AT&T or whatever, and he's like, hey, you want an AT&T plan? He's like selling other stuff, and and I'm just like, but hey, somehow he convinced me, and he had new phones in his backpack right there. I got myself a new phone, my girlfriend a new phone. We got plans changed that day. It was very funny, and inside of the car inspection place, and this is like some little dusty, shared warehouse kind of situation.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to commend him for that, man. That's great.
Oh man.
That's a hell of a hustle, man. Hell of a hustle.
It is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Made his money that day.
Yeah, while you getting your car inspected, how about this? What you think about this? That's a hell of a hustle, man. X, what's happening? X, Bo. What's happening, Bo? D-Mac in the mix.
Hey.
Yeah. Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
So any plans? Do you guys do the barbecue, the fireworks?
No, I don't.
No?
I don't. Nope.
Okay.
I don't. What about you? You do anything for Memorial Day or any of y'all? Actually, you first though.
No, man, I work, man. I have to work.
Right, of course. Right.
Yeah. So now, unfortunately, but I'm gearing toward a little getaway, man. I need to get me
Okay. Okay.
a
You planning
little.
something?
Not really.
Oh,
Not really
you're
planning.
contemplating planning it. You're
In
like
my mind,
you're like
you
I
know what I
might
mean.
do it.
I got my mind, getting my mind is getting cooking. I'm gonna
Okay.
have to, yeah, cause
Montego Bay.
no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that far.
Okay. Okay.
Not right now, anyway.
You gotta go further than Tyler.
Yeah, I'll go further than Tyler. Yeah, I'm talking about something with that will you know give me away where I can't do no work, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost
For
where
sure.
I can't answer my phone. Almost, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That you should do that. You should do that.
you have to have that, man. You definitely have to have that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't even read that. It's not funny. It's not funny. You see what my nephew put in there?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm, mm. Oh.
And he said
Ooh.
you got him clinked up. Truth in that?
Yeah, yeah, there is truth in that. Yeah, we were riding home from a bar and we got pulled over. And I don't know, I just felt like honesty was the best policy. And I ended up getting a ride home and he ended up getting a ride downtown.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, what is that about, man?
I don't know, man. I don't
What is
know.
that about?
I don't know.
Uh,
Ooh.
yeah,
Ooh,
that's. I mean, but look like
cringy.
he forgave you.
Yeah. That's love. That's love, cuz
Hmm.
you know, yeah, that's love. That's
Yeah,
love.
yeah. You may D Mac, man. You may want to rethink hanging out with this cat, man. If he is the reason why you get the shackles on you, brother, for real.
Yeah. Hey, but
Um,
it builds a street cred. He has a record.
Street cred ain't worth a shit. Street cred don't do nothing but get you look for about the wrong person.
Yeah.
Damn. Mm.
Yeah, I thought honesty was the best policy. It wasn't in that case.
Mm-mm.
Apparently the guy that pulled us over was in training, so he needed
Oh
that.
yeah, he needed to go through the whole process.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ain't that something, man? I know I was on my way home from work one night, late night, had a late night, man. It was about 2 in the morning. I had a late night, man, just working. So I'm going
That is
home,
very late. Dang.
and you know, as I'm going down the street, I'm not going over the speed limit. Nothing's wrong, and he gets pulled over, man. And so the guy literally came up there. It was two of them. Came up there and said, see your license registration, So I gave him that.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I mean, what's happening, man? What's going on? And where you coming from this late? I said, I'm coming from work. Okay, had anything to drink? No. Um, okay, let me just check this out. Oh, okay, what's going on though? What's happening? Oh, it's just, you just kind of look like you swerved a little bit. We just want to make sure everything is good. So then I hear him, the guy telling the other guy, make sure you do this, make sure you do that, make sure you do this.
Oh yeah.
So I was a guinea pig for his training session, man,
Whole
at two
training
in the morning,
process,
bro. And I'm like,
man.
man, come on, man. Can't
They
y'all
could do
find
that
somebody else to
at a
play with,
time.
man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that too.
yeah. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. But I
Mm.
mean, DWB, man. You know what I'm saying?
D driving while black. I had to think
Driving
about it.
while
I had
black,
to think
man.
about it.
Driving while black. So listen, man. Okay, so we got another shooting, man.
Oh wait, I'm not black. I'm brown.
Yeah, we got another shooting, man.
I heard about it right before the show.
You just heard about it?
Just heard about it. Yeah.
So we have another shooting in Uvalde, Texas. That's up around San Antonio area. Bodine, if you still in, man, chime in on this, man. Please chime in on this, brother. I don't know how many was shot. I don't know how many was killed. I don't know how
About
many was injured.
21. I think 21 killed
Are you in school?
in
So
the
these are
school.
kids?
Yeah, these are elementary kids. Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
What I heard right before the show, it was a little news clip. This YouTuber that I watch most of the time, he has pretty good news. He said that this 18-year-old, I believe 18, um, no prior record, high school dropout, apparently may have been bullied previously in high school. Uh, Shot his grandma in the face before he drove to this elementary, crashed about 2 minutes away, or just a block away or so from the elementary. The police apparently had already caught wind of him because his grandma survived and called them, so they were already on his tail, and he ended up running into the elementary and barricading himself. So I'm not sure if
Oh.
that was his destination or if that was just where he ended up. And the first classroom he went in, they basically said that he and I typically don't even get like emotional when I hear these stories. I'm just like, man, that's just tragic. But this kind of like, hit me for a second. The first classroom he went in, he barricaded himself in and just shot anyone in his way. And so this is an elementary class that he walks into and barricades himself in. So you can imagine 21, most of them kids. Yeah.
Oh man.
So
Oh my goodness, man. Bro. And you know the worst part about this is there's no answer. Nobody has an answer what to do with this. You know what I mean? How is this guy able to run into a school? You know what I mean?
I don't
I
know.
I don't know, man. I know I know you could just walk into a school, but at this point, I'm thinking, man, they need to make it where you got a card to get in, and if parents don't have a card, they can't get in. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's important right there. Like maybe all these, school districts, maybe they don't have the budget for that technology, but there's billionaires, there's plenty of people with money that if they care enough could easily do like a nationwide thing and just, up the tech, up the security on these schools. And that's something you don't have to wait for governments to, and I think that's the issue. A lot of people are upset at like government and Senate and this and that because they're more concerned about power or don't want to do too much
Bro,
with gun reform. But
yeah, at this point, not having a budget is not even an option not to. If you can
yeah.
find money to give stimulus money and all that crap,
Mm-hmm.
you need to
Yeah.
just just something you need to write the ticket, man. You just got to
Yeah,
write the
for real.
ticket. You know what I'm saying? It's just this is that's so sad, dude.
Yeah, it's
That's so
sad.
sad, man.
Oh,
Um,
to end it, forgot I didn't add closure. I see my nephew mentioned. Yeah, so did they kill him or did he get walked out? The tactical team came in and they killed him. So he didn't make it out of that school.
mm, mm, mm. Oh my goodness, man. And it's that's a rough deal, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that
That's a
is rough.
rough deal. Bodine's had 19 kids, 2 adults.
Hmm.
Um, mm,
Kid had body armor on like officers. Huh. Yeah, apparently he
18.
fought. Yeah, at 18, he had body armor on just like officers, and at 18, he said kids can get this type of gear and weapons. He bought his guns like not even a month, maybe a couple weeks before this happened, or something like
Mm.
that. Very recently.
Yeah. So X say um, Abbott rather spend money on election recount than educating kids, and yeah, he's on his way out, man.
Hmm.
He's on his way out for real. Cause I mean, this stuff happening in Texas. Um, Like D Mac is saying, man, where do you get body armor at, BJ? This stuff should be outlawed, man, on Amazon and all this crap. If you can get this crap right on Amazon, it's got to be outlawed, man.
I think the issue is, and I've seen stuff like this, maybe not on Amazon, but other places like Wish. Like I've seen little things that you can just get shipped to you. Um, and I'm sure it's hard to, I don't know how the government does things like that in an embargo or whatever it's called, shipping checks. I don't know, but it seems like they can't check everything. So, I mean, definitely, like you said, I think security at the school is the priority, right?
That too.
At
You
this
shouldn't be
point,
able to just walk into school. I mean, I
no.
know people have their kids in there and they feel like I should be able to just go into school whenever. That's you can't do that anymore, man.
Mm-mm.
Unfortunately, you can't do that. You need to assign key fobs or something like that where you gotta, like
Yeah,
almost going in a hotel room or in a lock gate where you have to put your key fob up there or something to
yeah.
do this, man. Because for these people to be, I mean, damn near anywhere, man. You damn near gotta have, at churches as well.
Oh
If you're not
yeah,
if
for
you're
sure.
not a member of the church, somebody gotta come let you in.
And wouldn't that be cool if that was like a law or something that these most sensitive or more, I don't know what we would call it. It would be called the heart bill. These places where we keep our hearts. I don't know. They got to have minimum security or something, and it's like government funded or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. D Max said, wish body armor. He ain't stand a chance against that tactical team. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Wish if you get anything off of Wish, yeah, yeah. But I
That's
do
so
see some stuff on there.
that's a site, man. Wish called Wish.
It's an app. I think yeah, you could go on it as a website too, and it's basically like a low budget like Amazon kind of, they just got everything. You can buy everything. Stuff you can't get on Amazon.
Like you said, man, too much technology nowadays. You said that. You said
Mm,
too it's just too much, man. Just access to too much. You know what I mean? And y'all just
too much
people can just
access.
get whatever.
Too much
Bombs,
access.
learn how to build bombs, crap
Yeah.
like that.
If we had more control, like when all of this was founded and all of this tech and social media and stuff was created, if there were more, control mechanisms built around it, we probably
Mhm.
wouldn't have a lot of these problems. But we had to go through it first to see. I mean, when all of this was created, all they thought about was, freedom and tech and, oh, consumers, we get to, enjoy all of this, but we didn't know the the side effects, we didn't. And now that we see that, and people are, now it's split. People like the freedom, but it's like I personally believe we got to have a little less freedom on the internet. Same, just same way that we
You
have
said it.
in physical real world. Like we have less freedom. Like we're free, but there's
Mhm.
laws. I think
Mhm.
same thing on the internet. There's got to be like laws of like what you can see or where,
You said
yeah.
it. You said it. X said she don't think they're gonna vote Abbott out, man. Major cities are blue. Smaller cities go red. She said, plus a whole lot of spicy whites vote red. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, he's got to be held accountable or something, man. Because, I mean, if we can sit up here within a couple of minutes and say, man, won't they lock the doors at the school?
Right.
Something. You got to do something, man. You just can't leave it like it's been. That's not
Hmm.
working. You're getting 21 people killed, 21 innocent people.
If those doors were locked, and I'm assuming he got in through a door, if those doors were locked and he was forced to like break open a window, I guarantee he wouldn't have gotten as many people as he did, because they could have, if someone's
Hmm.
breaking in a window, that's an alert right there. He's definitely
Right.
going to catch some people, but not as many as he did.
Right. And being able to go in and inside a room where they need to put, even if they don't put nothing but, top ranked security officers there, man. You need to, when
Yeah.
soon as they see something like, they got to be at every door. And as soon as they see something that don't look good, they need to sound some type of alarm where everybody just lock their doors.
Yeah.
Everybody just lock their doors. Something they got to do something, man. Something.
So we have a question. Was he special needs or something or have a disorder? No, apparently he didn't have any disorder. He wasn't special needs. They're trying to claim he had a mental condition, like mental health was suffering, but I don't I don't really buy it. I mean, they said he got bullied back in high school and he dropped out, but I mean, dang, like I don't know. I don't know.
Man, look, man. Okay, here we go again with the he got bullied, he got mental illness.
I don't buy it. I mean, why did he shoot his grandma in the face? Why did that have to happen? Dang.
I don't
She
know.
survived. She's good. Well, I'm not gonna say she's good. I think she's in critical condition, but she survived.
You gotta be a monster to shoot your grandma, man.
Oh yeah.
Damn, you gotta be a monster to shoot your
Oh
grandma.
yeah. And that was on his way out.
I couldn't even cuss in front of my grandma. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this dude put a pistol on him, man. This is crazy, bro. I mean, I'm pretty sure drugs was involved. Had to be, BJ.
Had to be. If you're sober, shooting your grandma in the face, maybe you do have a mental problem.
Yeah. D-Mac got a loan when you get on that if you want to, man.
He said freedom of speech is what protects the content we see. They can try to restrict it, but now it's so many people using social media every day that things get shared very fast. And they also use algorithms that are geared towards certain people who are interested. So it would be very hard to control the content not being seen nowadays. Yeah.
D-Mac
There's
must have somebody there with him right now.
yeah, that was the smartest thing he said.
Yeah, I don't think that's coming from him. I don't think he can pull that off.
Someone said, "Give me your phone. Let me.
Let
I
me
gotta."
have your phone right quick. I got something I want to say.
He's with one of those girls, one of the smarter ones.
Yeah, gotta be. that ain't from you, Jack.
Oh man.
Xavier says seems like mental illness is the number one excuse for white shooters. If it's a piece of
person of color. A piece of look at you. He always said
oh Lord, man.
POC.
Funny, dude.
POC, not POS.
Man, look, man, what y'all kill me, man, with these little. Yeah, I can't get with it, man.
Man, we do not talk in full sentences
People
anymore.
of color. I've never heard that one, dude. Never, ever heard that one. Yeah, they consider a criminal first. Yeah, she right about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I heard today, right before, or I think in the same story as the Uvalde story, there was a guy who just got released from prison after 32 years after a false conviction, a black man, and there's a chance that he might go back in. But I mean, we all it's very much known that it's false. It's just hard to prove that it's false because of all the cover-ups they did. But they can't prove he did it. But it's like they can't prove he didn't do it. I don't know. It's crazy. So they say if he does go back to prison, they're just gonna try to get the governor or someone to pardon him. And he's up there crying and stuff, talking about I just want to be there for my family. Like he was put away for 32 years. He's 64 now, and he didn't even do anything. He wasn't even in the area. He's 2 hours away.
God.
Yeah, for a murder. For a murder.
Wow. That is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sam, what's up, man?
Let me see if I can get his name real quick. Yeah, that I do want to shout out, dude. Let me see if I can get the man's name. Well, yeah, what's up, everybody? I think Crossley Green, is that his name?
Crossley Green.
Crossley Green, yeah, in Florida. They're saying that he's back in the news because they're saying that he may have to go back in prison.
Mm.
Yeah. And I mean, this guy is just living his life. Let me share a picture of him just to show him real quick. Living the little bit of life that he's gotten to experience on the outside, at least. He hasn't gotten to experience too much.
Damn. How
Yeah,
long
it's
has he been out? I wonder.
uh
Mm.
let me see. So he was in there for 32 years. He walked out on April 8th, 2021. So just about like a little over a year he's been out.
Mm.
Yeah.
He kind of favor my pops, man.
I was
Stepdad.
saying, like I saw. I'm not, I saw little vents and maybe in the eyes or something. I was like,
Man, my stepdad, man. Shut up with that little Vince crap.
I just said, I just saw. Hey, you know what? He looked. Yeah, Diamond said the same thing. Kind of looked like Vince.
D Mac throwed off, man. We
Oh,
ain't,
my brother's
yeah,
saying he looks like a family member of ours.
yeah.
Booty. But yeah, I
Wow.
mean, I'm sure we can all relate.
Yeah, he looks like one of the fellas.
yeah, yeah.
For real. Yeah. So what did Xavier say, BJ?
She said a question for the men.
No, no,
Do
no.
you?
Did you hear
Oh,
about
yeah, yeah. Okay. Did you hear about the Secretary of the United States ruling? It has to do with people who are wrongfully convicted. They can't introduce new evidence. Plus, the most wrongfully convicted are um, people of color. I don't know what the BI in front of that is. Yeah, she got me with that one.
Yeah, she got your ass, didn't she?
She got me when she started
Yeah.
adding letters. Why are you
Yeah.
adding letters to it? What the heck is
BI.
BIPOC?
Yeah, man. D
Let
Max,
me
he
see.
getting kind of compensation for that. They typically give him a little something, man.
Vince,
Right?
I just looked it up. You know what BIPOC means?
What is?
Black, Indigenous, and People of Color. Look, these abbreviations are getting
She
ridiculous.
knew we
That's
wasn't
a
gonna get that, man. Now she just showing out. You know what I mean?
exactly, exactly. But that's a messed up ruling, though. Oh, Supreme Court. Oh, that's not Secretary of the United States. That's Supreme Court. She got me with two.
2-time player. Uh, question for the men: do y'all encourage other brothers to register to vote and follow up if they voted? I mean, no more
Hmm.
than barbershop talk. You
Yeah.
know, we've had the conversation in the barbershop where it's several guys sitting around and some guys, saying they don't, and then some guys will be saying, man, it's important that you do, but nobody really follows up with anybody. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, I definitely don't get followed up on.
mm-mm.
Nope. And maybe, maybe if I had that pressure, I would have voted by now. I still ain't voted.
Yeah, you need to stop telling that too, man.
I know,
Um,
right?
people like you right now. People
Ah,
people really get offended, man, when you.
I know. I know.
Yeah, people really get.
Mm,
Some people really get offended, bro. Really get offended, man. So,
yeah.
but anyway, yeah, let's try to stay positive, man. And I don't know, we don't know. I don't know. We don't have. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what we should do, but I know for sure, man, that they need to do a better job with the security at these schools because that's heartbreaking. That's tragedy. That's tragic. And it is, BJ. It's the type of thing that will make you emotional, man. When you just talking about it, reading about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You
Yeah,
know.
all the school shootings I've heard of, and I'm pretty sure I've, You know, I've heard of the Sandy Hook, you know, and that one was, I think, in elementary. But for some reason, listening to this one, it was like the first one that actually like hit me.
Yeah,
Maybe just because I'm getting older or something. I don't know. Maybe I was paying more attention. I don't know. But
yeah,
like,
probably so,
I was,
man.
I was just like, man, like,
And
damn.
children are innocent at all costs, man. They don't know what they're saying half the time. They don't. They're just innocent, you know. But anyway, man, we're gonna move on from that.
Yeah.
Um, so ex NBA player J.R. Smith. I was looking at an interview he did with Brandon Marshall and his group, man, Channing Crowder, those guys. They have their own um, podcast where they interview certain guys, man. And JR was on there, and he said some stuff, man. He said some stuff that really got to me, really stuck with me, and I just wanted to share this with everybody. And I wanted to see how you guys. What do you guys think about this, man? And why is it the way it is? And I'm glad your brother's on here, man, because he probably can show some insight on this because it's a trip. But Jr. basically was saying one of the other guys was saying that they need to get with the owners of these NBA teams and NFL teams and get them to build some gyms and some schools and stuff in the hood, in the inner city. And the other guy was saying that the players need to get on the owners to get them to build some stuff in the hood, some productive stuff, like schools and like I said, like gyms and stuff where kids can go or whatever and get off the street and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. So while he was saying it, JR was shaking his head, right? He was just shaking his head like this. And then JR said, which, man, makes all the sense in the world. And this is the way I rock. This is the way I think. And I feel the same way. And I'm going to tell you why. But JR said, man, it's us to stop asking these owners. And he said, a lot of these guys can tell you. I had this discussion with a lot of my peers in the locker room. JR said, this dude make 200. This dude make 175. This dude make 200. This dude make 180 million. He said, take 5 of us and we can do the same thing we trying to ask these owners to do. The same thing. He said, we got the money. We got the money. Why are we asking the owners to build stuff like this in South Central Los Angeles? We can get together. 5 of us can get together and build this gym, this school.
Yeah.
That's true. What I'm saying? So, JR was like, we need to stop with we need to get the owners to do this, get the owners. We can do this ourselves and it'll belong to us. And he was just like, man, I've seen, he said, but we just too, he said, we got the money, but we don't have the mindset. Mm-hmm. He said, we've been in, he said, I've been in the club. He said, I've seen, guys throw $60,000 a night in the club, in the strip club, $60,000. And he said, and that's just money we're throwing around, just walking out. 60 grand, man. He said, you know how many people we can feed this homeless with $60,000 and we just throwing it in the club? Yeah. Man. And I was just like, wow, man. Which people have said that, but he's just spot on, man. And he was like, and I'm
that is.
He was like, I'm guilty of it myself. He was like, I've done it myself, and it's time out for that. And
man,
with all that being said, and my question is, why do y'all think, man, that we can't, even if let's say 5, let's not even say millionaire, but we make 120 plus thousand a year. I know 6 people, 7, 8 people right off the door that makes 130, 140, 150, 170,000 you know what I'm saying, a year.
Money.
Those people of that caliber can get together. Should be able to get together and do something
real strong.
do something real strong, man. Whether you build a little community or a little homeless shelter, anything
Yeah,
can
yeah,
be
yeah.
done. But we don't have the mindset to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that kind of goes back to the whole like school security thing too. Is just we the people. Like if we adopted that mindset, like you said, just don't have the mindset. We adopted that mindset and stopped trying to lobby people above us that apparently have the title of power and realize that collectively we have power. Then yeah, we could do a lot. You
We can
know?
do a lot. Everybody's just more into themselves, man. Just
Yeah.
more so just making themselves look good, driving the biggest car and having the Louis and the Gucci's and all this name brand crap. But like JR said, man, it doesn't make sense to keep saying we need to get the owners to do this. We need to get the government to do this. Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. But while we waiting on that, we can do da 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 as well. May not be as
Exactly.
big as what they can do, but we can do something. So,
Something is better than nothing.
yeah, I was just curious, man. I like know what D Mac and Xavier and the lovely and Big Bro think about this, man, because where does it start? You know what I'm saying? Does it start in, let me tell you this, BJ. You know me, man. I've started several companies, right?
Yeah.
Every company that I started, I've asked people, you want to go in with me to do this? I mean, people can vouch for this, man. I've never started a
No
company
cap.
without asking somebody, do they want to go in with me?
No
You know what
cap.
I mean? And everybody has, I ain't gonna say turn me down, but everybody just said it wasn't a good time. Right?
No
Okay, you
cap.
can respect that. It wasn't a good time, right? But at the end of the day, man, it's really never a good time. You know what I'm saying? It's never a good time. You
Yeah.
just have to do it. You
Yeah.
just have to
Pick
do it
something you believe in and just do it.
and just rock with it, man. But everybody said, and I probably asked up to around 15 to 20 people on different ventures, hey, you want to
Hmm.
get in on this with me? Oh man, it ain't a good time right now. Oh, it's not a good time right now. Friends,
Yeah.
family members, whatever. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I mean,
That.
it's something there, man. That it's something there. Well, certain people or certain individuals just that's just not for me. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
some the people that I propositioned, I know they had the means,
Right.
whether they had the capital or the credit, they had the means.
Yeah. Were they doing something else with it?
I mean, everybody was saying that, they just was really saying it wasn't a good time. Well, or I'm just gonna pass, it's not a good time.
Yeah.
Which I totally respect. You know what I'm saying? But people don't understand, man. You could be so much more powerful if you have a group of people versus, I mean, that's what the big boys do, man. That's what these NFL people and these people that buy these basketball teams, they don't buy this crap by themselves. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They got people who own portions of this stuff. Mark
You
Cuban
know.
don't just own the Mavericks. He got some. He's probably the biggest shareholder, but he got other people that own part of that.
Yeah. Something just entered my spirit, and I don't know if this is true. Maybe
Right.
you and maybe someone else could verify this, but when you tell me that and you say you had this idea, like let's say VC Ingram, for example, and you try to get these people on and they say it's not the right time, what I
Mhm.
hear is, instead of it's not the right time, what I hear is more of a you're not at the right size. You're not interesting enough. I'm not interested in getting in this early. That's what I hear. But
Mm.
I feel like there's plenty of people that are. So, and I think you got to wade through. That's what just entered my spirit. I think you got to wade through all those people that aren't ready to get in that early and just
Mm-hmm.
keep pushing, keep pushing until the people until you get enough people that are ready to get in that early, and then
Mm-hmm.
eventually it grows to the size where everybody else is like, oh, okay, I'm here for the bandwagon, and then they want to hop in, right? But
Yeah.
you already got your true team and everything, but like, yeah,
Right. At that point, you will never. That will never. I mean, that rarely happens where you proposition somebody on the ground, and then you get up and you get wheels going, and then they say, "Oh, I want, can I get in now?"
Hmm.
That would never happen with me. I'm gonna be honest. Never. It would never happen. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Right? It would never, ever, ever,
like
ever happen. You
like
know?
what? You can
Yeah.
invest when we go public.
Right. Yeah. No, you didn't want to get in on the ground, but now you see revenue and da da da.
Mm,
Hey, what can I get in? It would
mm,
never be like it would have been in the beginning. But I
right.
think all of that, man, I can say I think all of that type of stuff happens for a reason, because I think God has the ultimate premonition of what possibly can be. And if
Yes.
and he would know that, hey, this ain't gonna work with those two or those three or those five or whatever. So
Hmm.
nah, you just whatever. But my point is that
There's
I
puzzle
pro
pieces. Yeah.
yeah. But my point is that I propositioned several people on different ventures, and everybody has turned it down. You know what I mean? So um yeah, I mean it is what it is. I know it's nothing personal, it's just a small example of how we can't really come together,
Yeah.
and really do anything, man.
Yeah.
And I think that's sad because things could happen much more efficiently if you had a nice group of people versus
Oh yeah. We see it
yeah,
happen in other
one.
cultures, other races.
In other races, they do, man. They get together as a team. The
Yeah, they do.
Hispanics, they work as a team.
Yes, they do.
It's always two brothers or three cousins or two couples, and they get
Yeah,
together as a team, man. And then they get things done.
get
When
things
it's just
done.
one person trying to build, it's a lot harder. But
Yeah.
I wish we could do something about that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. So what we got, bro?
Let me go back real quick.
Okay.
Um all right, so let's start with Xavier. She said, I have no respect for these NFL owners. It's all about money. Buffalo is spending 850 million for a new stadium. New York State is cutting school funding. Those owners love the poverty players. So why would they help the inner city? Ooh. And then DMAC. He said 60K. Oh, when you said what's his name that was talking about the 60K spin in the strip club? LJ, RJ, R,
J.R. Smith.
JR, JR Smith. So DMAC in response to that said, I mean, 60K going to those strippers, those single moms who's dancing, so somebody's kids getting fed. There's not enough kids getting fed though. It's not enough, and a lot of that
No.
ain't going to other families. It's just going to
Right.
hers if she even has kids. Um, the lovely in response to that
Mm-hmm.
conversation too said it's called slave master mentality, always asking for things you can do for yourself. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that's definitely prevalent, definitely. um that's kind of out of context. Oh, Umar Johnson was trying to build a school for the last 10 years, and a 22-year-old black guy just did it in the matter of 1 year. Oh, is that because of like the asking, or what do you think? What do you think that is?
Yeah, Umar, man. I followed that story, and he, was asking investors and stuff like that, man. Then he got so much money and nothing happened. And people was, where's the money?
Ah,
And he couldn't really account for the money, man. So I mean, he doesn't have the best reputation.
that's how you know who's really about it.
Yeah.
That 22-year-old that just did it
Yeah.
versus Umar Johnson.
Just did it, man. And yeah, Umar is, I mean, he's been on several shows, and all the shows he's, people are asking him, where's the money at? What did happen to the money you got?
Where is the moolah?
Yeah.
Dang. D said, I was just talking about this with one of my friends. The black community sadly wants to pull each other down and flex on one another. I think that's a section, but we also have a growing section. But that's a big section. What you talking
It
about? That's a
is,
big
man.
section. It's a big
It
section.
is.
But I have faith that there's a growing section that's the opposite of that. It's growing. I have faith in
I
that.
do too. I do too.
I have
I
faith
do
in that.
too.
Bodine said, Vince, I sense people really hate to see other people being successful. They like to see people going through drama. If you're doing great, you might not hear about it, but if you're doing bad, you will hear that.
And that's sad, man. That's sad to hear. Sad to if definitely if it's true, it's sad. You know what I mean? That people get off on other people's pain, man. And
Yeah, that's ooh. Yeah, that's a different type of uh dang it. The word was on the tip of my tongue. I'm just gonna move past it.
yeah.
D said, I think it just comes down to the vision of the person. Sometimes your dreams and ideas are too big for the person you're telling.
Yeah, I mean that makes a lot of sense, man. And then I think there's a lot what you said, BJ. You can hit somebody with a dream that you have, and they may not say it out loud, but they may say to themselves, "You can't pull this off."
Right.
You know what I mean? And from there, just and I ain't finna deal with that. I ain't finna lose my money. But and like I said, that's fine, man. Those people is a certain type of mentality they have, and there's a certain type of people, it's a certain type of mentality other people have, man. You're not going to, you're never going to be well off with that mindset. You may be
Never.
decent and comfortable or whatever, but you'll never be well off.
Never.
You just make it. You just survive.
You have to think bigger, have to
You
dream
have
bigger,
to. You got to.
take
You
some
have to,
risk.
man. You have to. You have to believe in yourself that you won't fail. And then, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if you do, oh well. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
have to have that, and you have to. You just get back up and keep pushing. But a lot of
Yeah.
people, man, they just, you know, I don't know. So it takes certain people, you know, and that may be an it, man. Maybe I proposition the wrong people. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Finding different crowds, different audiences that are, more open to what you're
Hmm.
talking about. Maybe that,
You always
maybe
start with friends and family for the most. I mean, that's just how it is.
eh,
And then, because you don't just know everybody else,
right.
you can't walk up to no stranger in the mall and be like, hey, I got this business
But
opportunity.
get your social media game up and just search people, just learning the basics of just searching people and messaging random people you don't know.
Yeah, you're
That'll
right.
get you somewhere.
My social media game's on ground level for real.
A little LinkedIn, man. A little LinkedIn,
I have LinkedIn. I never
connecting.
look at it.
Man, that's the people you got. Ooh.
Hmm. That's
Let's see. If we had the pre-integration mindset, we could have so much more. Our grandparents worked as a community. The pre-integration mindset. Pre-integration.
yeah, this joker,
Hmm.
man. Like throw her, you know,
Um,
biology degree around.
I don't. I feel
Yeah.
like I should know what she's talking about, but I don't.
I don't either. I don't even pretend to know.
D, D said sports are modern day slavery.
Yeah. these jokers getting paid a whole lot of money to D Mac to. But you're right. I mean, if you just looking at the overall picture, the you know, but I mean, these guys are making a hell of a lot of money, man. If you say that about sports, you can say that about Amazon. You can say that about FedEx. You can say that about all these big companies, man, that have these people working. We just say about sports because it's more, more sports is 80, 70, and 80% black, but that's like that everywhere, man. I guess the hip hop is too then. You know what I mean?
Oh, whoa. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Labels and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bodine said also going into business with people, they don't want to share the spotlight. They want all the shine for their self.
Yeah, and then when you get with those type of people, those are the wrong people, man.
Wrong.
And you
So
have to
wrong.
search and find. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Most humble owners won't stay underground, low key, man. You know.
Pre-integration means like pre like right when segregation ended, or like when blacks and whites were like the most separated, but we weren't exactly slaves, and we weren't exactly kept apart from white people by laws, but it was right at that sweet point where I guess we were doing a lot ourselves. And then I guess
Mm-hmm.
there's a integration period they're talking about, where we
Mm-hmm.
just said, we want, I guess we had this mindset that
Mm-hmm.
developed. Instead of being self-sustaining, I guess it was more of a, oh, let us in kind of thing.
Okay.
Please hand me.
Mm.
Why do you treat me this way? Versus what they probably in the very beginning were a lot stronger minded and saying, forget them people. We'll build our own school. I could see
Yeah.
somebody back then saying that. Not today.
Yeah.
I could see a
Yeah.
whole community saying that, putting some bricks together too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
I mean, yeah, hopefully, man, when we get VC Ingram back up and running, everybody on the podcast, man, will be a part of it. I
put
mean,
some bricks together.
put some bricks together because it's going to be dealing with a lot of student athletes, man, and we're going to need people. We're going to need mentors. We're going to need, and it's going to be traveling involved, and you know, it's going to be great, man. You can really get some gratification out of, you know, guiding these student athletes in the right direction. Those people, BJ, are going to have to be, definitely what they call when you do the interview.
What, professional?
No, not professional. Screen very, very, screen properly. The mentors are going to have to
Oh,
be,
oh yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So that's
No corruption. Yeah,
nah,
no
because we'll
shadiness.
be leading young minds, man. So yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. So the lovely says she means before integration. That's what you meant. Blacks were better when they were separated.
yeah. That's what they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier
Uh,
followed up, said, I mean, if black people work together today like they did during integration, we could have more working together, helping each other. Or she meant segregation, not
right.
during integration.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree, man. If we could, you know, I think if all the people would have got off in the front seven that I propositioned to invest, we'd be much, much further along. Um, we'd probably have a whole crap load of sponsors by now, because I mean that's just what drives it, man. Dollars. You have
Yeah.
to have the dollars to move. You know,
The dollars, but I think more importantly, the motivation, the energy, you know, because you yourself, you will uh work from 1 a.m. to 1 a.m. and you will do your best to Hercules the team up. But at the end of the day, you know, one man's effort versus 10 versus 50 versus 100, it's definitely a big difference.
yeah, it is, man. It is, but it's an uphill battle.
Yeah.
It's an uphill battle to motivate, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's people good coming out of blocks, man, but they run out of steam quick, bro.
Yeah.
They run out of
Yeah.
steam quick. So uh you wish it's just a light you could turn on where everybody see it, but that's just not how it works. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. The letter said during the Black Wall Street era, blacks were very self-sufficient, and your U.S. government bombed Tulsa, Oklahoma.
And Tulsa was bombed. Ugh.
Mm.
The worst race massacre, the worst massacre in the history.
D-Max said pre-integration failed when Mr. Johnson pulled up to the hood in a Benz, and word got out he was working with white man George upstate. Then everybody said, "Old man James, I'm finna go work with the George."
They said, I want that Benz. Forget building this school.
I want that Benz, man. I want that
Hey,
Benz.
hey, in a short nursery story kind of way. I think I think that's a true, you
Yeah,
know, true depiction.
yeah. I mean, people like what looks good, man. Show
Yeah.
me. Everybody's with the show me. So you saying we can do this? Show me how we can do this. You know, show me what you got. What we gonna get if we do this? You're right.
Ooh, that's all they want. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I want it
Yeah,
now. I believe I want it now.
that's not how. It's just not how it work, man. It just don't work overnight like that.
Man.
You have to put the work in, man. You have to put the work in. Hopefully, we'll get better. Hopefully, we'll
Yeah,
get better.
hopefully.
Um. Okay. Before we get off here, man, I got something I think it'd be kind of fun. I
All
think this
right.
Xavier D Mac, we gonna get a kick out of this. So it's some things going around now about being good looking, right? So do you think being good looking is a thing? What I mean by that is they call it pretty privilege. Do you think being a good looking individual gets you certain perks or certain discounts or what have you? So I want to know from our listeners, do you believe in pretty privilege, good looking privilege? And do you give me some examples of you guys? Um, Give me some examples of you guys seeing this one way or the other.
We
If
got
you
a
seen,
yes.
if you seen it, with yourself or seen it with a friend of yours or a relative, or give me some examples. I want to know some examples of being privileged
Mm,
because you
mm,
good
mm,
looking. BJ, you
mm,
got
mm, mm.
anything?
I got an example.
Okay.
Back in the day, when I tried to, join the club life,
Mm-hmm.
I tested my waters in the club.
Okay.
I went with an older friend of mine, good friend of mine. His name was KO. Still a good
Mm-hmm.
friend of mine. Taller, curly haired, uh, good looking, model looking dude.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the club with him and another friend of mine that was shorter, kind of more, like me. Um, and not as tall as good looking as our friend KO. So we go
Right.
to the nightclub. You know,
Okay.
we're posted up by the bar, I believe, and two girls just walk right up to KO
Mm-hmm.
and pull him aside. That's just like that. And it's not the
Yeah.
first or last time I've seen it happen to him.
Yeah. I mean, what about you? What was you doing while he was getting pulled aside?
I had my jaw to the ground, I guess. I've never been good at the pickup game, so I was like, dang, I wish I could just get pulled aside like that. You want
Right.
me, come get me. But no, never
Yeah.
came to me like that.
Right.
Never.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Um, I remember an incident where I was. It's been some years back, man. I was thinking I was doing something with my driver's license, and whatever I was doing at the time, it's been so long ago, but I didn't have what I needed or whatever. And so, this girl, man, I just kind of told her what was going on and I needed it, and I'm smiling and da 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 da, and and she was like, "You gotta have this and this and this." And so I was like, "I ain't got that," I said, "But I need to get my license." She said, we ain't supposed to do this. I could probably lose my job, but just come over here and have a seat." And I mean, I just feel like if I didn't, because I was smiling, she was smiling, but I was smiling because I was trying to get her to,
Yeah.
hey, I need to get my driver license.
Yeah. You showing your
And
best side.
yeah, I mean, I'm flashing the Magic Johnson teeth, and hey,
Yeah.
dang, So she was like, "Yeah, come on over here, I'm gonna take care of you." And I just feel like it, had I not, been maybe to her as decent, she might would have said, "Nah, yeah," because they can be kind of mean at the driver's license place.
They can. So so
Yeah,
so that's your example.
yeah, that's
Your
yeah,
your your pretty privileged example was you.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, ain't that
I'm
an
sorry.
example?
I'm sorry, BJ. I don't have to yield to my buddy, man. I don't have to yield to my buddy, man. I'm pretty decent to a lot of people, man. You know what I mean?
Oh man. No, I mean I can't think of something off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure I don't know. Wish I had a story now. Should have said a story about myself. Dang.
You crazy, man. You
Wait a minute. You
crazy.
see this in the comments?
No.
D said I had a girl pass a failed drug test because she liked me.
Yeah,
I had never heard of that one.
that's a hell of a that's a pretty privilege right there, bro.
That is pretty privilege.
That's a
Wow.
pretty privilege, man. You get a
Wow.
gal because she can definitely lose her gig for that.
No, let's remix it for the dudes. Handsome handout. How about something like that?
Hey, whatever.
That's a handsome
you
handout. I don't
That's
know.
way better than getting your driver's license, dude.
Yeah, to pass a failed drug test. Yeah, because oh man, they don't care. Oh, what does it say here? All right, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Have a
Man,
good day.
yeah.
We're gonna send this off to the lab and then send it to your job. Nope, you can't retake it.
Okay, man. We ain't got nothing else from nobody. Xavier said yes. D-Mac gave an example. I guess nobody else has anything, BJ.
I mean, there's a handful of people watching. I guess they're shy. We just need some examples of pretty
Hey,
privilege.
probably shy, man. Maybe they not pretty. And maybe they don't.
ain't pretty. Maybe they don't know pretty people. You know what? Let me stop. Maybe they don't know pretty people.
I mean, everybody don't have and we don't want them to lie. Everybody not pretty on their faces, man. So we may be over some people's head, and that's fine.
I guess everybody that didn't say anything is just not pretty.
Not too pretty, man.
I guess so.
But hey, it's cool.
It's cool. It's cool. Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
You have to accept yourself and keep living.
Yeah. BJ had a story about his buddy.
Ah, yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It's
DJ had
true.
a story about how pretty his buddy was. So hey,
It's
man,
true. It's
you
true.
know.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got one before we head out. Stampede said, "I've seen pretty white women at Dell constantly get promos. They treat the ugly white women like black women. They have to be exceptional and twice as good to get promoted. God dang,
Mm,
jeez.
so that's deep, man. So getting a job, yeah, I can see that, man. I know when I worked for FedEx, man, that were hardly no ugly receptionists. They were all they damn near, and I seen white and black and Hispanic, man, and they all had to be dang this look like a certain way. Seemed like they would put
Oh, for sure.
the better looking
I believe it.
ladies at the front, man.
I believe
Um,
it. Oh, okay, they're
the
coming in.
lovely say absolutely skipping in front of the line, free drinks, guys helping you out. Yeah, that's the ugly women get that too.
Is she trying to say that's her? Okay,
I
the lovely.
guess. I guess
She's
that's
speaking
her,
from first-hand experience.
man. Sammy time then. Good deal, B. He said
Hey,
females are privileged every night as it pertains to nightclubs. It's ladies get in free before 11 or ladies free all night.
it's true.
Yet men are charged $900 to get in and we buy drinks all night.
That's true.
That's
Oh,
true,
that's
man.
true. Man, the women get in, they don't buy drinks. The men get in, and they have
They
to buy
spend the money,
drinks.
man. You gotta have your money, you got to have your bread game up, man, when you get in, unless you just gonna stand there. Bodine said this is
Man.
different, but back in high school, you could be the ugly guy in school, but the cleanest car and be with beautiful girl in school. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you had a lot of superficial. Yeah, I mean you got a lot of
Yeah.
superficial ladies, man. And I mean if you like you got a little money, like Jay-Z said, no such thing as an ugly billionaire.
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, as long as you
Yeah.
got
All
money,
the all the people swooning over Elon Musk, and he ain't nothing. You know,
right?
just
Yeah.
just
Elon
average
have
dude.
anybody he want.
Yeah.
Sammy says,
Maybe a
so
little less than
sad.
average.
Men are the ones who keep these nightclubs in business. I've never seen a club promoting then free for men all night and women pay 20 again. That ain't gonna never happen.
Yeah, there'd be 5 people in there.
Yeah, and all of them be men.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna ever happen, man. Let's just be honest, man. Men go where the women are.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
women, the women run this crap, man. I
Yeah.
mean, if you wanna fill something up, man, just have a bunch of pretty women in line, or just have women in line.
And
Just
you
have
know what's
women in line.
crazy? The same thing about you saying you were you've done a couple campaigns, several campaigns trying to get people on to different business ideas. Guarantee if you had a flock of, beautiful women around you, and they could have been in any role, and it doesn't even matter. I
Mm-hmm.
bet that would have changed some people's minds.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
as simple as that. It's like,
yeah,
what? What? This is for
yeah.
schools. What?
Right,
What's wrong with you?
man. It was so funny, man. Back in the day, some people started this choir and a church choir, and it was so funny, man, because it was hell of a bunch of women in it, right?
Okay.
You had guys getting in this choir because they would let anybody in. You'd had guys getting in this choir that never sang a note in their life, man, because it was women in there. When they first started it, they just let everybody who wanted to get in get in. So of course, you know, women flocked to it.
Yeah, singing
Women,
women. Yeah.
yeah, church, all
Church.
that. They flocked to it. Man, you should have seen all them guys in that choir. I would look up there and see some of them, and I'd be like, man, this dude ain't never been in no choir in his life. He was going to choir practice. He was in church. He was going on trips because they was doing that type of stuff. They was
Yeah.
traveling. They was,
Oh man, they heard about that. They said, "What? What? How many
yeah,
times a month
yeah,
with all of them?"
right. Oh yeah, I'm getting in. Boy, that was fun. That was funny to me, man. That was funny to me.
Oh man.
Uh, D-Max and women love to talk about themselves. So if you do that for about 10 to 15 minutes of the conversation, they're gonna love you.
You got to get to the conversation.
Yeah.
Pretty privilege.
Yeah. Pretty privileged. Stampede.
Oh, Stampede said the pretty white women were very flirtatious and didn't do a lot of work. I even saw some kiss the top of their bosses' heads. The
Mm.
ugly women were relegated to planning events, while the pretty women were on stage at the corporate events. Guess who got credit for the event? Not the ones planning, the ones on stage.
One of
Dang,
those days, man.
that's messed up.
That's messed up, man. Wow.
Hmm.
That's the world we live in.
It's the world we live
World we
in.
live in. So look here, man. We're gonna get up out of here. And you guys have a great weekend. Have a safe
Oh yeah,
weekend. I think BJ, we got to say that after we tune out every show, man.
for sure, for
You
sure.
guys
Be
be
safe.
safe, man. Be safe. Beware of your surroundings. Always keep your head on a swivel. Keep your ears open.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just not get caught, man, slipping wherever you go. And I think our listeners probably do a good job. I just feel like we got type of listeners that keep their head on a swivel.
Yeah, and there's
Um,
nothing wrong with being proactive and let's say, I mean, two different environments, ones that you know and ones that you don't. And the
yeah.
ones that you know, it's okay having routes that you know, okay, if something happens, I can do this, I can do that. And ones
Mhm.
that you don't know, it's okay to be a little more cautious and keep your head on a swivel. You know, it's not paranoia, it's called being safe. There's a
Being
lot of things
safe.
that could happen. So,
Right. Right. Just beware. Um, yeah. Just beware. Because nowadays it's nowhere you can go that certain things could or couldn't happen, man. You
you
just
can get
don't know
touched
nowadays.
anywhere. You can get touched
Anywhere.
anywhere.
At the freaking grocery store now, man. You
Yeah.
get the wrong person coming there trying to prove something. So just be careful.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. And
Be
we'll
safe.
catch up with y'all Monday, man. Come back.
What's that? Peace.